Fucking hell, it's like Trickstar Christmas in there. You wouldn't believe. Jesus, so I was sat round a fucking turkey. We're all sat down side 20 carving him up. Yeah, he's been basted. They basted him for upwards of 7 minutes and then left him to rest for a while before putting him in the oven. Now they've taken the turkey out. They're all sat round it, looking at its legs sticking up in the air. He's all sort of curled up on the table with his legs in the air. I'm going to pull the other legs apart and really rip into him. It's oh dear, that's the wrong one. Yeah, it's Trickstar Christmas today because their iPhone app is out. And it's probably, I would say it's probably the best radio app ever made. Because the guy who made it's an absolute hero. Hello. But that's fine. Dog's here. Long Dog's here. You all right? You want to shout at any of the Trickstar DJs? You're more than welcome to. You want to bite side 20 on the legs? That's fine. Bite his ankles, bite his knees. You know, just generally get amongst it. You know, and all of that sort of banter. D, Fog on Friday. D, have you sent me today's show? I sure goddamn hope you have, D, because if not, oh boy, will there be trouble. Real significant trouble. There'll be, oh no, there it is. Did I download it already? Who even knows, guys? Who even knows? It's Friday. It's fucking horrible out there. I walked on the seafront this morning. It's pissing into my eyes. Just, not just the rain, the flotsam and the jetsam and the just general detritus of reality. Spitting and pissing into my eyes. It's pathetic. It's a disgrace. It's an outrage. It's not on. It's not goddamn on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute shambles, but that's why we like it. It's coffee and memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Sluggy. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm and smeared roughly across YouTube like a dirty Sanchez. Is that still a thing? Do people still do that? I believe that's the technical term known for when you are making sex on a woman from behind. And now it does need to be a woman because it requireth 2 holes, and you're making the sex in the baby hole, but then you put the finger in the duty hole, and after removal of the finger, presumably it's gone quite far into the duty hole as the finger has come out besmirched with the duty, and then you take the duty and you wipe it roughly across the top lip of the lady, and you say, "Dirty Sanchez." I believe that's where that term comes from. I guess it's now more associated with the sort of Welsh version of Jackass. They're nice boys. Sweet boys. Me and Sweet Johnny. Very drunk with some of them. An event in Brighton that his work were putting on, and actually was so drunk and behaved so badly and was very ill at my mother's house that I was living at the time. She actually kicked me out. She had to go and live somewhere else. Because I'd gone to RFC chicken and eaten all manner of chicken. I think I'd even eaten some of the bones. I just munched them down. And then I'd gone home. And then in the night, I'd gone to the sort of, the little bathroom, the little downstairs bathroom that's just got a toilet and a small sink. Not the upstairs bathroom where there is actually a bath and a shower. The little bathroom. And I've been very sick in there, but not in the toilet like a decent human being would be, in the little sink, the little hand wash sink. And I blocked it, obviously, with vomit and chicken bones and the sort of general stench of depravity and bad decisions. And I just left it. I don't remember any of this, but I do remember my mother screaming at me and me getting up off the sofa bed in the sort of like horrible little kind of nest I'd made for myself, burrowed in on this ramshackle sofa bed. Getting up, I was sort of fat and stupid. I was fat at the time. Just being like, "Wah!" Still had sick on me. She was like, this is it. I don't know how old was I at the time. I don't know, 23, 21. You're a grown man. And you block up the sink with sick. Why couldn't you get it into the toilet? Get out. You can get out and you can go and get some stuff to unblock it. Get back, unblock it, and then get your stuff and leave. You're not living here anymore. And she stuck to it. I moved out. I've not lived with my mother since. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. That was over 10 years ago. That's good though, isn't it? To have not had to live with your ma. And yeah, anyway, I mean, in today's climate, you know, millennials, they're all going home, they're all moving home. No, we're saving up for a deposit, so we're going to move in with the in-laws for a year. Yeah, it's a no from me. But God bless you. Anyway, where are we? What's going on? Don't worry, D. I found Fog on Friday, episode 6. That's coming up at 11. Don't fricking go anywhere for that. And then at 12, we'll have a repeat of last week's Matty Wright's Dick Slinging Day Out, which I believe is an appropriation of his set from the Threshold All Day. There's a lot of good in there, you know. There's a lot of good. You'll read a lot of stuff online, you know, about the pros and the cons of it. You know, people from different sides of the political spectrum, both weighing in on it. But I will say, as a politically homeless centrist, I approve. You know, I'm happy to. I'm not going to disavow Matty Wright's Dick Slinging Day Out. You know, I think what he's doing is different. It's unique, and it's very much needed in today's climate, I will say, in the age of Trump, in the age of Corbyn, in the age of Bojo. I think Matty Wright's Dick Slinging Day Out is needed. Let's have a little look through the news. What have we got? Fucking they're fannying about in there. It's a bloody, it's like I've never seen an app before. Ridiculous. Visits. What's going on here? Greg's customers outrage after worker joked about how often she visits. Oh, I see. Right. Okay, I was assuming visits like the toilet, visits her grandma, just visits Greg's. Anyway, so going into Greg's, surely you've got no shame left. You can't be publicly shamed if you're a friend of Greg's, because in order to go in there, surely you have to leave your shame at the door. If you've got any to leave. A woman who often frequents Greg's has publicly shamed a worker and reported her to his area manager because commented on her daily visits. Harley Parkinson there, missing out a few words just for fun. Catty Reedon, 21, went to buy pizza from a branch in Hampshire on Wednesday afternoon when the employee joked, "You're in here every day. You're going to get sick of this eventually." That's not even like shaming her on weight, and she's not fat. Like, why don't you fuck off? However, Kathy failed to see the funny side of him and told him that she could not afford to eat there every day. What? She then took to Facebook, great, to name the staff member, dox the staff member, and demanded an explanation from Greg's about the dressing down for being a regular. After complaining, the chain apologised and gave her a £6 voucher. There you go, forgiven. Why she submitted press shots? Again, these are clearly press shots. I bet you she is a struggling musician. She is a singer, an up-and-coming singer on the pub scene. She's featured on a couple of low-key drum and bass records. Wasn't credited, actually, on the release artwork, so she was razzed off about that. And she's struggling to get her PRS for it. Not that there is any, but to even get registered on it. God, this goes on as well. He's essentially just made fun of me for ordering pizza, and it kind of felt like he was making fun of unhealthy habits. I think it's the lady doth protest too much. Came across like he was picking on me. And were other people in the store? There were other people in the store, and he kept saying that I was in there every single day. Right. I wish I had the income that would allow me to buy Greggs every single day, but I don't. Who doesn't have the income to get, like, homeless people have the income to get Greggs every day? Jesus Christ! What kind of like medieval poverty are you living in to not be able to afford Greggs? How much is the sausage roll? £1? £2? What are you surviving on 60 quid? But being on benefits presumably means you can eat in Greggs every day. Okay, now. She's chatting mad shit. He carried on speaking to me in the same manner, saying the same things. Well, maybe he's having a breakdown. Did you think about that? She later admitted that she may have overreacted and deleted the post. But the Metro have got this, and Hartley Parkinson has racked up a whole 0 shares. So, exciting times for Kathy. She's now made herself look like a bit of a pranny. I mean, if she was so concerned about, like, being seen as someone who goes to Greggs every day, why are you gone to the press? You know, you're telling everybody about it. All you're doing is telling more people. You're getting paid. Is this Greggs' like new influencer outreach program? They're paying people to make a fuss about Greggs because they know that the people who eat at Greggs don't give a fuck. Like, you know, pay people to go into Greggs, accuse the staff of being racist, and then contact the Metro about it. All it is free press for Greggs. Not like the people who eat in Greggs give a fuck about racist staff. However, I'm only joking. Yeah, it could be, you know. I think next what they want is they want someone to give birth in there, and they'll give it free pasties for life. That'd be a nice touch. Find out that Epstein was running a ring, some sort of ring underneath the Greggs, like a sort of Pizzagate situation, but with Epstein under a Greggs. Could be Greggs Gate. Yeah, that could be a good one. That'd get you a lot of press. That'd get you international press, you know. Get a few political candidates in there. Say Epstein, John McDonnell, and JRM, Moggywog, the Mogmeister, are all running a pedo ring under a Greggs. Yeah, that'd get you press for weeks, mate. Listen, for weeks, and the people who buy them pasties, they don't give a fuck about a downstairs pedo ring. They want cheap pasties. Yeah? They don't care. They'll just say there's a creche there now as well. They leave their kids there. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, they're buying from Greggs. Unbelievable. Guys, look, let's talk about... Oh, look, I didn't even you know, show you off this young Kathy. Young K. K Jizzy. There she is. She's roused off about Greggs. But she's sort of weirdly provided press shots. I just don't understand. Doesn't make any sense to me. Mum says Amazon ruined Christmas by sending toy without packaging. Yeah, kids will get over it. Guys, look, shoe throwers. What are we talking about? What are we dealing with? What's even going on here? There was one bit that we played that was really naughty. Fucking well naughty. And it's gone. Oh, maybe that was Mantis last week by Magnitude. Yeah, nice bit that. Anyway, look, let's have this Malak's, Prolix and Jake's bit. It's called Flip Out. It's absolutely fine.
Under pressure, got to hold the ground. Fight through the fire, call it soldiers
Young Jakesy on the vocals. Lil Malix on the production. With pro money, pro licks. Who makes EDM now?
It's no joke, flip out.
Mama, Prolex, Jakes, Malix, JMP. They're going by the name now. Just the JMP, PMJ, JP. You know, make of it what you will, guys. You know, it's out there. You know, what's it on Eat Brain or Trend Kill or what's? Come on, what are we talking about here? Trend Kill, yeah. All right, it's called Flip Out. Fucking deal with it as you see fit. If you want to play it to your mother, you're welcome to play it to your mother. There are no laws against that. Granted, it's frowned upon. I would say it's frowned upon. But it's one of the joys of living in a free liberal democracy. You can play Neurofunk records to your mother without fear of being thrown in a gulag. So, you know. Right, now, if this isn't the most coffee and meme story I've read in a while, I do not know what is. Wild boars snort 17 grams worth of cocaine they found hidden in a forest. 1,700 shares from Hartley Parkinson, back of the net. Wow. A group of drug dealers have been left 17 grand out of pocket after their stash was destroyed by wild pigs. Hogs. Look at these hogs are out of control. I guess that is Hog Boy. Hog Boy hasn't been in the chat for a while. Wonder if he's okay. Maybe he's dead. Could be. It's possible. Anyway, maybe he's in the forest snorting 17 grams worth of gear. Again, also possible, probably more likely. They are believed to have buried the drugs in a forest in Tuscany to prevent them from being found by the police. However, wild boars dug out the packages and were found scattered around the woods. It's not known how the animals cope with the come down. Fuck off, Hartley Parkinson. Pathetic. You jump straight to the come down. Literally, you're writing an article. You always write sassy articles. They're littered with double entendre and, frankly, pathetic puns. And you have the whole comedic spectrum available to the idea of a hog on gear, wild pigs on gear, yeah? You know, you could have whole situations of hogs, you know, discussing the screenplays they're writing, you know, talking about how they don't see enough of each other, you know, I wonder what the 5 a.m. political kitchen chat looked like for hogs. You jump straight to the come down. I could help you out, Hartley Parkinson. I could help you out with your more light-hearted articles. Your harticles. Your Hartley's harticles. Hartley's parkicles. Fucking, come on, man. Full of it. Anyway, police knew about the drug-taking hogs after listening in to a telephone conversation between alleged dealers in which they heard complaining about the boars in the Valda something or other valley. Listen, again, you could have had a lot more fun there where that they listened in to a conversation between the two hogs on gear, you know, discussing whether or not they're trying to get a phone number for more gear at 6 in the morning. So, like, do you know anyone who's like still going to be up? That phone call led to the detention of 3 Albanians. These things write themselves. Of 3 Albanians and an Italian, with 2 jailed and the other 2 placed under house arrest. The gang allegedly traded 4.4 pounds of coke every month. Traded 4.4 pounds of coke every month in nightclubs in the city of Arezzo. Drug dealers are not the only people concerned about the number of wild boars in Italy. Farmers are unhappy with the damage they're causing to land, while drivers have reported an increase in accident on the roads, and are responsible for about 10,000 a year. 10,000 road accidents a year because of these fucking hogs. Because of geared up hogs rampaging around the Italian countryside. Jesus. Kill them and eat them. Genuinely, that is actually the solution. To kill them, to have them shot, and to eat them. You know, they die a lot more painlessly than they would in the wild. Adult boars, they're a fucking menace. They destroy the local habitat. They destroy other species, and they breed like people on EastEnders. Kill them and eat them. They're probably, I don't know whether or not they'd taste better if they're on gear. President of the Farming Association, Coldariti Edora Prandini, said, Can you do an Italian accent? Is that all right? French accent, fine, isn't it? Got no problems with the French accent. Australian accent's fine. South African accent, no problem. German accent, also fine. Dutch accent, no problem. No reason not to add Italian to that list. It's no longer just a question, a compensation. And that's got a sort of American Italian ring to it. Oh yeah, we could do American Italian. No one's got a problem with that. It's no longer a question of compensation. It's a matter of personal safety, and it must be resolved. The 2 families need to test the worst Tony Soprano impression I think I've ever done, or anyone's ever heard. Ministries and leaders of religions and municipalities must act in a concerted manner to draw up an extraordinary plan with administrative obstacles. Otherwise, the problem's destined to just get worse. Carmela, these wild pigs, it's a very difficult situation. Awful, dreadful. Please never let me do it again. I should have done the grotesque sort of parody Italian. It's no longer just a question, a compensation. Yeah, there you go. Much better. Fucking hell, move on quickly. These are only going to get downhill. Forest of cannabis trees found stuffed into the back of a van trying to escape a flood. Another 1,400 shares here for Hartley Parkinson. He's fucking on fire today. This one was written at 6:45. Boy's had his Weetabix. Boy's out there slinging dick in the Metro office. He's got ham all over a desk. Typing with one hand. Just basting the kid. Wild hogs on gear. Hamill's still just trying to do his work. Just taking the bugger in. It's just one of many he'll have throughout the day. Writing Elon stories. Elon's big rocket. Elon's got a big thing on his mind. Flood victims across South Yorkshire and Lincolnshire have been doing what they can to save their most treasured professionals from the floods, including a forest of cannabis plants. Police stopped this van in Worksop, North Hampshire, after it was spotted speeding. However, the driver and the passenger ran off across the fields when they were pulled over. Officers managed to get into the van and found that it was packed full of bin bags with 25 mature cannabis plants with a street value of over 20 grand. The driver, 26, was arrested. Oh, you shut up, dog. The driver, 26, was arrested nearby on suspicion of growing cannabis and supplying drugs. Okay, dog's out there now. The second man is still being hunted by police. Police went to a house in Worksop as part of their investigation and found that the cellar had been flooded, disrupting the electricity supply to the attic where the plants were being grown. Yeah, man, that looks like lock stock, really. Then they got the van full of black bags full of ganja. Jason Statham's in there somewhere, just toking it up. You don't look like your average horticulturalist. Culturalist. They found another cannabis plant that had been left behind. Oh, it's like the little Macaulay Culkin of ganja plants. They found another cannabis plant they had left behind and growing equipment. Sergeant Tony Runge said, "What started as a relatively routine vehicle stop led to the discovery of a large quantity of drugs. The flooding has had a big impact on the town of Worksop, causing misery for a number of families who have had to leave their homes. However, it appears it has also had an impact of flushing out some criminal activity by halting some large-scale cannabis production." Yeah, well, make sure you plug plenty of fucking resources into that. Yeah, that's definitely tax money well spent, isn't it? Yeah, we've got the whole town's flooded. Let's make sure we fucking crack down on the ganja farmers. That is priority number one, isn't it? That's what, guys. Vegan parents starve toddlers to death by forcing them to eat raw plant-based diet. Great. Good stuff. That is nice work, guys. Nice fucking work. Look, let's have another bit. What have we got? Oh, these bits. Artificial intelligence, even though. Nice. Yeah, man. Artificial Intelligence. It's called Even Though. It's on their album, no, EP, The Series. Outtakes. Hold on, didn't they do an album called The Series? This is what? Just some off-cut. Now you've heard the album, now hear the EP with stuff that wasn't good enough to make it onto the album. Woohoo! I don't know, I'm just guessing. Anyway, woman caught smuggling 4 kilos of weed in fake baby bump. Nice. A woman over in Argentina has been caught attempting to smuggle the herb in a makeshift fake baby bump. Yeah, it's a bit big. It's too big. And it's wonky. You fucked up there. Sorry, you've messed... No. It's too big. You've got greedy. Local police arrested the unknown woman after searching her and her partner, as he was initially found with a small amount of marijuana on one of his legs. In one of his bags. Really read that wrong, didn't I? Well, look, again, if you're riding dirty, don't be doing anything obviously illegal. You got your ganja in your bag on display, but she's got fucking kilos of the stuff, pretending to be a wee baba, a wee bairn. No. A ween. No. When they conducted a thorough search of the pair, they discovered the baby bump was a sneaky ruse to get a whopping 4 kilos of the green stuff across the border and through to the Patagonian region of Santa Oliva. The Daily Mail reports the... Smell someone's cheap cologne. Brute, I think it is, or maybe Jupe. Something pound shoppy. Could be Lynx Africa, actually. That was probably Twiddy. The Daily Mail reports that police seized the couple at the police checkpoint in the area known as Valle de Uco, near Mendoza, close to Argentina's border with Chile. Argentina's Minister for Security, Patricia Bullrich, posted photos of the seize on social media, being sassy, saying she made a belly out of paste, hid 15 cannabis bricks inside it, and faked a pregnancy before trying to take it to... Going to investigate that in the next commercial break. Pregnancy before trying to take it to Mendoza and Santa Cruz. Police, yeah, that's the stuff. There you go. At a police control, the pretend mum to be and her accomplice were arrested. This is how she tried to smuggle the drugs. Yeah. Look, we've seen. That's okay. You just. She's gone now. Tally, oi. Yeah, she's still there. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Anyway, that's a bit fun, isn't it? Wow, well, they were all in there. What? Bloody hell. Yeah, you got greedy. Love, I'm afraid. Greedy. Right. No good. No good. Too greedy. No good. No good. Anyway, oh, God, this fucking lunatic. Our boy with the big arms, Popeye, the Russian Popeye, he's training with the Russian Hulk after his MMA defeat. He should be spending his time trying to get that shit out of his arms, not on training bloody MMA. It was some of the most novice work I've ever seen, and believe me, I've not only seen some novice work, I've very much taken part in some novice work. I mean, maybe he's just trying to raise cash. The Russian MMA fighter nicknamed... He's not an MMA fighter. He's an idiot. What constitutes getting in a cage with someone and tapping out because someone put their bloody forearm on your throat does not make you an MMA fighter. Jesus Christ. Russian MMA fighter named Popeye, due to his freakishly oversized biceps, has been spotted training for his next battle with another viral star known as the Russian Hulk. Okay, who's this Russian Hulk? Is this him? Is that the Russian Hulk? I don't know. Anyway, here he is doing some press-ups. Right. Jesus. Do your fucking press-ups, pal. Right, okay, good. Popeye's real name, Kirill, 23, posted an Instagram video of himself this week doing push-ups. Despite the enormous bicep, Tershin suffered a humiliating defeat in his... It's almost as if fake biceps that are predominantly oil don't help you be hard. Imagine that. As that wasn't humiliating enough, bazooka arms Tereshin was also defeated in a slapping competition earlier this year after being knocked out with a single blow by world slapping champion Vasily the Dumpling Kamotsky, despite getting into a fierce war of words with his opponent before the match started. Okay, so the fierce war of words didn't help. Didn't help you. didn't help improve the quality of your jaw while taking a fucking gigantic slap to the face. Now it appears that Tereshin has finally realised that you can't cheat your way to toughness and has enlisted the help of the Russian Hulk in order to regain some credibility. Okay. Oopsie. I want to see him getting knocked out with the slap. Jesus, scale of this fucking unit. Look at the neck. Look at his bloody neck. He's all neck. Jesus, he should go and hang out with bloody Daddy Long Neck and Dan Wide Neck. Jesus, it's wider than his head. Like, what's he doing there? What the? Jesus, look at just scale of the man, size of the bastard. He's got a cock like a gourd. Yeah. Okay. Look, what's going on? Jesus, what is going on? He's in a shopping mall. He's going to do a kick over an idiot's head. Oh, he's got a water bottle in his head. The classic. Yeah. Wow. Bosh! Wow. Okay. Great stuff. What a bunch of idiots. God bless them. Women's gender reveal video is so gross it might end the trend for good. Now, come on. Everyone must have seen this. It's quite wonderful. It's a gender reveal party, and a woman has got, I guess, some sort of powder up her ass, and she farts out the powder to display the colour, and it's strangely wonderful, marginally erotic, and she's clearly a Coffee and Memes Good Times gal. Come on, load up your shit bag. What's going on? Hey? Come on, guys. Guys, everyone's very excited about it. Here it comes. Why have they blurred out her bum? Oh, what? They blurred out the whole thing? No, surely not. Yep, there you go. You can see it there. A delightful puff of blue smoke. Lovely. Oh, they clicking sounds. Yeah. There you go. Oh! The expression on her face is so funny. Just sort of like thinks it's hilarious, but also deeply embarrassed by it. Oh, it's gone. It's all over the place. God almighty. Anyway, lovely stuff. Right, let's have another little nose up on this gear. What else have we got? Ooh, yeah. So this 7-ant Foley bit by Kim-Yan Law. It's weird. I like it. It's got bits in it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, this corpse grinder dude's got some serious neck. It's incredible. Oh, he won a hot dog eating competition as well. Great. Oh no, hold on a second, that's not real. Mitten's going to Budapest to see Randy C. And then Cambridge. Just see whether or not you can just, I don't know, get him carry his records or something. Might save on travel. Yeah, man. That's Kim Yan Law. It's called Seven Ant Foley on an album called Yonder. I've not listened to any of the rest of this. I wonder if it's all as weird and interesting. Let's find out. Fine. Bit of fun. Like it. Interesting. Yep, fine. Let's keep it going. Quite percussive, certainly. Let's try this one. give you a dating tip. If you have a young lady round to yours of an evening, put this on, and then just dance in the living room, just like that. You do it like expressionless face. I'm telling you, guaranteed panty dropper. This is interesting stuff. I'm going to give this a proper listen at some point. Anyway, the album's called Yonder, and it's by Kimyan Law, which is Kimyanlaw. Okay, that's enough. I'm not sponsored by Kim. I've not accepted money from the Kim Foundation nor from the Clintons. I would like to confirm now that I have not taken money from the Clinton Foundation. And on an unrelated matter, I do believe that if you actually look at the evidence, it's very clear that Jeffrey Epstein did commit suicide, and not only that, but he worked alone. And that's just how it is, I'm afraid, guys. If you don't like facts, then maybe you're just a right-wing troll. But them's are facts, okay, guys? So you just better goddamn get used to it. Anyway, look, it's coming out to the end of the show. Well, I'm sure we've got time for another couple of bits. What do we have? Woman almost dies from anaphylactic reaction after sex with husband. It's a rough turn of events, isn't it? Oh, McDonald's breakfast will be available until 11 a.m. from Wednesday the 20th of November. That's good news, isn't it? Yes! Yes! Ah! A woman almost died after suffering a severe allergic reaction from having sex with her husband. The incredible case, told in the American Journal of Medicine, saw the 46-year-old woman have an anaphylactic reaction to medication her other half was taking. Yes, that she came into contact with through his semen. This is not... Like, this has happened before. I think we've read stories of this on the show. Like, some lass gave fella a nosh. He's swallowed. Anaphylactic shock. I don't know if she died, but it's pretty serious. Yeah, from an allergic reaction to the medication he was on. The report was given the catchy title, Almost Killed by Love, a cautionary coital tale. Well, I've got a sense of humour, this American Journal of Medicine, which described the woman as having dizziness, diarrhea, itchy hands and feet, and sweating. So took a trip to A&E. Yeah, it was one that happened in Barcelona. I remember it. The woman from Baltimore, Maryland, in the US of A, was checked over by doctors and found to have low blood pressure, prompting doctors to believe she may have sepsis. They placed her on an IV drip and pumped her with antibiotics. Further testing revealed she was in anaphylactic shock. Puzzled as to how this happened, doctors then learned that her husband is being treated with nafcillin for a bacterial infection that may have been triggered the trigger for her reaction. The report goes on. We've reported a case of an anaphylactic reaction to nafcillin in a penicillin allergic patient via vaginal exposure to the antibiotic contained within her partner's semen, partner's jism. While we were unable to obtain a specimen of the partner's jism to confirm detectable levels in the semen, the patient's clinical presentation, coupled with the onset of symptoms post-coitus, leads us to believe that she was exposed to nafcillin concentrated in the seminal fluid. The unnamed woman had a well-documented history of allergies to penicillin, so had avoided it since childhood, but presumably didn't think this could happen, so has happily gone to bed with her husband, not knowing there was any danger. Well, not as dangerous as premarital sex. As soon as you have premarital sex, and as soon as the penis goes in, when it comes out, then the devil comes out at the same time. Yeah? So when you pull out, you pull the devil out with it. He sat on the end of your John Thomas, and he'd spit in your eye. So, listen, guys, just watch out, yeah? Make sure all your sex is marital, because premarital sex is the devil's work. And, you know, there aren't enough devils out there already. As soon as doctors realised what had happened, they were able to treat her and get her blood pressure back to normal before discharging her with an EpiPen. She was also told to skip sex with her husband until at least 1 week after he finished his antibiotics. Her husband was outraged and has since left her. And bizarrely, this is the first time the journal has covered a story like this. There have been 2 other instances, and that's just the ones that have been documented. Be careful out there. Yes, well, as I mentioned, there was definitely one involving a nosh in Spain. The curious case of the Spanish nosh, I think, was the Spanish beej. Yes, the curious squeege of the Spanish beej was the title in the Spanish Journal of Medicine. And I think a couple had sat down to some delicious paella and some sangria. But the sangria had been laced with penicillin for reasons, I guess for personal reasons. And then the beej had commenced shortly after the paella and the sangria. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Guys, it's the end of the show. Yeah, it's the end of the week. And I just want you to know that at the end of this, you know, after all this is done, all of this madness, this show, this, you know, this episode, you know, after all we've been through, and after it is all done in 5 minutes, Foghorn Friday is on for an hour. Yeah, I just want you to know that, okay? From me to you, I want you to know, if you are to know anything, know this. Foghorn Friday is on for an hour after this, and then after that, it's Matty Wright's Dick Slinging Day Out. He was happy to... I suggested that as a joke title for the show, and he liked it, so we kept it. Benage, I suggested a joke picture of Miley Cyrus with an inflatable penis as the artwork for his show. He sent back a picture of it updated with his face on the bell end. I put that as the artwork for the show. He didn't like it, and so I sent a better photo of him in a hat. So we're going to use that instead. You swings and roundabouts at Threshold, you know. You're up, you're down, you're in, you're out, you're left, you're right. You know, you're up and down like a jobbing porn star's erection. Where will it go next? Who knows? An anus, a fanny, a mouth? It's all up for grabs. Guys, look, thank you to everyone who's supporting on Patreon. You're wonderful people. You're better than normal people, I would say. You're like a sort of one-up, you know? Like, if that's a normal person, you're sort of like that. You know, not bad, is it? It's the best you can hope for in today's society. Thank you to everyone who's supporting on Patreon. And if you would like to, go to threshold.fm, go to donate, and get your name on the VIP list, like all of these decent folk. Greg Cornford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Mate Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Kenny Ken, back to back with Kenny Ken, John Finison, BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, James Parry, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squivington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Darren fucking Morris, a guy with no STDs, Ames MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Elton, Taran Wilmore, Dark Progressive Psytrance is actually superior to drum and bass, Kris Breaks, The Build, Odin Bates, Lee Fuller, D, Kenny Ken, Flaxis, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robinson, Dab Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Dranky makes uplifting vocal Psytrance under the alias Cosmic Waft, Keep Your Cool Tool in the Motor Pool, but don't let you meet Loaf, Nick Brock, Sean Simpson, Robin Card, Hugh Downard, Sarah Hunt, The Hitchmas, Will A, Ben Vago, Dan Tweeler, Bay Salazar, Big Watch, My Almighty, Danny Carl Lewis, Gordon Liz, Tom Skipper, unfortunately George DC, Anthony Sharp, Claudia Lushmere, Bennett, Stromroche, Timmy, Flat Earth Society member number 98374, John Forsyth Anderton, PSN Godlike, MC Hammer Daddy, Your Mum, Leon Lodge, Gervais, Big 8, Chapter 13, and Grant Shepherd. That was the Ravegeddon version of the VIP list. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a fun week. I've enjoyed myself. And I love you all. And there's some Android news. Chode has found some other hack of being able to get it working on Android. That's in the Discord, I think. And I mean, yeah, there are rumors of an update coming. We'll just leave it at that. Guys, look, I love you. It's now at 11 o'clock, Foghorn Friday, and then at 12 o'clock, Matty Wright's Dick Slinging Day Out. So, fucking you sorted for the next 2 hours, then you've just got to make your own way in the world. And as terrifying as that sounds, you know, it's not going to get any easier. So just get bloody cracking. Okay, I love you. I will see you tomorrow. No, that's a lie. I'll see you on Monday. God bless you all. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.